Football League.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Tonight we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. His counterpart on the Packers sideline, Matt LaFleur. His guys also fell in their opener a week ago, so we got a couple of teams here desperately trying to avoid that 0-2 start. After a great first week of football, what does week 2 have in store? The Commanders and the Packers underway on Thursday night primetime. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a first-round pick back in April's draft.
And I can't imagine that week 1 was anything except a whirlwind for this young man. A few bright spots in the opener, but as expected, a few rookie mistakes as well. Let's find out if he learned from them and will show some progress and improvement starting here in week 2.
This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Shotgun now for Brady. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30.
The Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A quick throw by Brady, complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Trenton Simpson, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit.
They will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Cade Otton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
The numbers for Sanders last week, 22 carries, 103 in the yardage department.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
First down, Washington.
Love going to keep it on the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
45.
Now Love. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got it to about the 40. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Trying to find Jameson Williams, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. You look at this Packers defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
3.5 to go, first quarter. Off the play fake, Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Able to push his way through. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
At the 21-yard
Ready, ready. Here we go. Ready.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie. The first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now, they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players, guys. You make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Packers, first down. First and 10.
They'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
To the 48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Right back to Hubbard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing now is Brady. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Brady. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Ready? It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Commanders' 37.
In motion right goes Sutton. On play action, now Brady. There's a short one taken in by Otten. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Here's Brady to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Given 3 on the screen, he couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Now Brady. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds here.
That's good. For our Packers. First down and goal to go.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal.
Brady to throw again. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Ladd McConkey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Another run with Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Washington, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Love from the gun. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Ready.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
A pause here for an injured player, and this would be an important one. Von Miller in some discomfort on the field right now. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Ready, set.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Here's Love. Now he's going to step up and run. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Down.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here we go on the next drive for Washington.
And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
The line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the Commanders' 9-yard line.
To throw, it's Brady. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Elijah Moore from 8 yards out. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Washington offense back out there. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 10. Now it's the backup Cousins. He's got this to Williams complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And this one's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. His throw incomplete.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
That is caught. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
To throw is Cousins. Rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Take Bigsby. His 1st rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a play fake. Brady.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And the Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Hubbard.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
Brady going to throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Cortland Sutton, 28 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing, Cousins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
To throw, Cousins. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got a 1st down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. They'll throw again. Cousins. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now 2nd and 5. Brady now throws.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Grover Stewart busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Brady.
He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now Brady again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Brady.
This one finds McConkey.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Brady to throw.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one unless there's another defensive penalty.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will do it for this first half.
All right. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And he returns this to the 22. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Cousins.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Cousins.
That's to a former Packer, Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Packers' 34-yard line.
Again, it's Cousins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. The extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That one complete to McConkey. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Packers first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the give, this is Hubbard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Matt Judon there to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. 61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, we want to run up the middle.
Ladd McConkey, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers are able to widen their advantage. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Commanders 24.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Cousins now. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 53 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Cousins to throw it. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Here's Cousins. This is caught. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Sanders again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th.
Listen to me. Ready? Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Now Cousins. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Looking to put a drive together.
Turnover on down.
Now Brady. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
2nd and inches at the 36-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing now is Brady. And he's got the hook up to Moore. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Hawk 70.
Now Brady. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing is Cousins. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Cousins. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
At the 45-yard line.
Throwing, Cousins. Now he's going to step up and run.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First down.
Cousins again.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Jack Campbell with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Brady now to throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out comes Washington's offense to take over.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. And his guys are going to take over.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points.